Hello, my peers and queers. Today we are back again with another 1,000 book challenge update. This is a challenge I completely made up based off a quiz on listchallenges.com. I'll leave a link in the description. Today we will be discussing Animal Farm, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and Kite Runner. These are all fresh in my mind, so let's get into it. Animal Farm. I literally just finished this yesterday. I liked it a lot. The introduction was terribly long and boring and kind of just analytical. Not bad, just not something that was getting me excited to read it. But it did give a lot of historical context. I appreciated that the book itself was quite short. But I do agree with the introduction on one of its main arguments or whatever, that the story does fit the term fairy story or fairy tale. I myself can't use words to justify why I agree, but it has something to do with the way it's told and how at the end you can't even see the difference from the beginning, it's the same things, the things are in the same situation. Which isn't actually normal of the happily ever after, everything is okay now, the vibe that you usually get from a fairy tale. But that didn't stop me from I still got chills from the last part of the book where they couldn't tell the difference between the pigs and the men, and yes. That being said, I give Animal Farm a 6 out of 10. I understand why it's a classic, and I could see enjoying dissecting it in a traditional English classroom setting. Before we get into The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, here's a quick content / trigger warning for sexual assault and rape. I'm also going to put this right above the next one. I liked this book. I really did. It was a slow burn, and it bored me for the first fourth of the book. But when I got into it, I was fully in that world. It was a nice mystery and a soothing read at times. But that was completely ruined by the different graphic rape scenes. I won't get into it, but sexual assault and child abuse are big themes that are central to the story, so if that would be triggering to you, I don't recommend this book. That being said, I give The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo a 4 out of 10. Kite Runner. Yes. I loved this book. How it drew me in and showed me a different perspective than I normally see. I love how the main character is flawed and insecure, and you can see him make mistakes and grow. I love that you see his entire life and his entire story. I love how it all ties together beautifully and there's so many parallels. That being said, another trigger warning for sexual assault. There is a rape scene, and while it's less graphic, it is still a major plot point, along with child abuse, not as much as in A Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, but it's still there, and also racism against people, so it's not great, but it is different perspective from what I would normally see, and so I appreciated that, and I liked the story overall. I think overall the story was fluffier, not fluff, but fluffier than I expected going into it, reading about wartime Afghanistan. That being said, all things considered, I give Kite Runner an 8 out of 10. My current progress is 91 out of 1,000, or roughly 9%. I'll leave a link to the quiz in the description so you can see where you stand. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.